Today I want to give you my top 5 4-star weapons and I want them to be somewhat accessible, so I decided to exclude some. There won't be any battle pass weapons for obvious reasons, and I decided to lump the Paimon shop weapons in there as well because I feel like most people like to use their star glitter elsewhere. And lastly, I also didn't include any of the event weapons because they can be missed and be literally unobtainable to this date. And one more thing before we start, this is a top 5 and there are obviously 5 weapon classes, so I thought it would be a good idea to pick each one once and give 1 or 2 honorable mentions to give this list a little bit more substance. With that being said, let's get into it. Sacrificial Sword. When people bring up this weapon, it is probably in context to the question, which weapon do I use on Jingshou? It is an amazing choice for him, definitely the best 4-star weapon, and some people actually say you need to have it for him to actually be good. I wouldn't go that far, but I think it is a great choice on him. 454 base attack, 61% energy recharge, and a 40% chance to reset the elemental skill cooldown. These stats appeal very much to utility characters. The base attack is very low, so the trade-off needs to be worth it. Unfortunately, the only sword character that has long cooldowns and needs a lot of energy recharge is Jingshou, which is why I didn't rate this weapon higher. My honorable mention is the Ally Flash. Great base attack for a 4-star weapon, 620 and a straight up 12% damage increase as long as you don't take damage. Amazing for a lot of characters. The reason I didn't pick this over the Sacrificial Sword is that it is only available on the weapon banner, which is a big deduction in my opinion. Maru. Unfortunately, I don't have this weapon, so I can't show any gameplay because it is also only available on the weapon banner. But it has very nice base stats and increases elemental burst damage by a crazy amount. Incredible on obviously both Eula and Beidou, and it's even okay on other characters as well, like Diluc for example. If this would have been in the standard pool, this easily would have taken a higher spot on this list. 510 base attack, 41% attack percent, and up to 40% increased elemental burst damage that goes up to 80% at refinement rank 5. Obviously crazy. My honorable mention is the Prototype Archaic, a craftable weapon that is generally good on most Claymore characters, and it has really nice base stats and the ability to deal big burst damage with its effect, which also counts as physical damage, so it obviously scales especially well with Eula and Razor. The Stringless, a great option for both Venti and Visual, decent base attack at 510, very high elemental mastery at 165, and 24% bonus damage on both the elemental skill and elemental burst skill. This obviously makes it a very great sub DPS option that is also very future proof, meaning it has really nice chances to be useful for upcoming new bow characters. Let's say they release a character that can hold a bow and has basically Jingshou's elemental burst skill. This obviously sounds like a dreamlike scenario for this weapon, but who knows, maybe a character like this will come in the future, wink wink. As for honorable mentions, it is the Hamayumi. It is a craftable weapon that increases both normal and charged attacks, which is ironically the exact counterpart to the Stringless for main DPS characters. The only reason it didn't make the first place, it's a low base attack, which means it mostly scales well on 5-star characters, obviously great on Ganyu, and also on Yoimiya and Child, though these two characters have another strong option in Rust. The Witsith. This is probably one of the weapons that didn't come at a big surprise. Good base attack at 510 and 55% crit damage, which is obviously great and quite rare on standard 4-star weapons. On top of that, it grants a huge random buff between attack, elemental damage, and elemental mastery, which makes it very burst heavy. Great options for Yanfei, Klee, or Yai. For this category, I actually decided for 2 honorable mentions. First, really quick, the Sacrificial Fragments. I'm not going to go into too much detail because it is essentially the same for Sucrose as the sword is for Jingshou. Amazing on this character, but pretty much no one else uses it. The other weapon that is worth mentioning is the only 3-star weapon, which makes it really easy to refine. the thrilling Tales of the Dragon Slayers. You mostly use it for its effect, which grants 48% attack to the next character you switch to, great for Barbara, and commonly used for one-shots that involve Mona. The catch. Let's be honest, this was pretty obvious. This weapon is crazy good, best 4-star weapon for like half of the spear characters, and the game just provides it for free at refinement rank 5. You just have to catch some fish. This weapon is a major reason why both Raiden and Jungling are considered one of the best characters on even low investment F2P setups. The only downside is you can only have one of them, but otherwise you would probably just use it everywhere like Thoma, Rosaria and Zhongli as well. It is that good. A 4-star weapon that can actually compete with the damage of 5-star weapons. If you haven't gotten it yet because the fishing is annoying, I admit that it is. Trust me, it is worth it. In my opinion, it is the best 4-star weapon in general. As honorable mentions, the Wavebreaker's Fin, which is basically the spear version of Akumaru, which we had in the Greatsword category, so it is very comparable to the catch and can make up for a good replacement, but unfortunately it is also only available on the weapon banner. Alright, we made it to the end. I hope this was enjoyable. Let me know if you agree, disagree, or if you feel like other weapons were more deserving of it. I'm genuinely curious on your opinion of these matters. Anyway, that's it. Stay tuned for more videos. Until then, have fun and bye bye.